Hello, everyone, and welcome to my very first commentary video. Now, I'm not going to be reading off of a big script or anything like that, so this is just going to be me just winging it through, like most commentaries do. And I'm just going to be reading off from some bullet points as to a couple of topics that I should just be talking about. So, who am I? Well, my name is Yuki Anasa. To those who have played the fighting game BlazBlue from the beloved Arc Sys or Arc System Works, that is the weapon of Jin Kisaragi. He has this sword that could basically anything that it slices through, like it's like a sub-zero temperature sword, so it's made of permafrost. So it and like if you were to get sliced with it, you wouldn't even feel anything. You'd just be, you're already dead. That's pretty much what would happen. So a lot of people tend to say Yuki Anessa, which I can understand, but for the most part, I just tell people just Yuki's fine. You don't really have to go above and beyond to properly pronounce the name, and I know a lot of people are gonna butcher it, so just Yuki is fine. You know. Oh boy, what what kind of music is that? Thought it was some kind of. Oh yeah, I'm gonna meet this guy. 'Cause I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but rather not take my chances and just have. The fuck is he? Did he leave? He probably did. Okay. So going back to what I was talking about. So yeah, the literal translation of the name Yuki Anasa is Yuki is snow. Anasa, I believe, is princess. So I am a snow princess. So there you go. So who am I? I've already stated that. What do I do? And the origin of my name. I already stated the origin of my name. So what do I do? Um, I am. I'm not going to be dwelling too much into my personal life. I'll just be saying a couple of things here and there. You guys probably already know the gist of it, but we'll see. So I am currently a university student now. I just got finished with my first semester of game development courses. I took an introductory course to game development, which I really enjoyed. Actually getting to work with the Unity program, Unity 3D, the editor, and being able to create many different kinds of games. I went from making a simulation to making a oh, I went from making a simulation to making a what is it called? I don't know what kind of genre I'd call it. You're basically a marble going around collecting coins, and you're trying to avoid enemies, and if you get caught by one, it's game over. You have to restart through the whole thing. I also made a shooting game, a simple box shooter type of game, which I really enjoyed, and I honestly cannot wait to delve more into this and to be able to. Are you kidding me? So even if, oh god, so even by just shooting that claymore, bitch. Where are these guys? Oh, I see one. Oh, he's like plop. Apologies if I'm going just a little bit off topic here. I'm just trying to focus on what it is that I'm doing. Got you. Dude, get the fuck off my dick. There's somebody like right behind me, just like, oh, I'm gonna be in the same exact spot that you are. Does this sniper not do anything? See, ha! I knew it. There was one fucker behind me, just like riding up my crotch, man. Dude, why the? Are those my? Those are not my friendlies over there, are they? Why is it then none of my bullets are hitting? Look at that shit, man. There's no indicator on them. So I'm just wasting bullets over here. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Oh. So going back to what I was saying, I was taking university courses, and I finally got a chance to be able to actually play, not play, to actually be able to do what it is that I wanted to do, which was design and develop games. And I can honestly say without a doubt, if you guys haven't already gotten a chance to actually do and, you know, do the thing that you want to do career-wise, just go for it, man. Take those courses. Don't be afraid of being able to, you know, God damn it, fucking Canadian, man. Don't be afraid to be don't be afraid to go out there and actually, take the courses that you want to take instead of having to rely on just doing, general ed in the meantime. Bitch! Yeah, blown away, motherfucker. Oh god. What? From behind, I bet. No? Oh, okay. Nice. Oh boy, I'm starting to go off topic a little bit here. Uh, what do I enjoy? Well, I enjoy a lot of things. Of course, I enjoy video games. Ever since I was 6 years old, my very first video game console that I ever got was a Nintendo 64, and it was not Super Mario or Mario Kart. Uh, well, I called it Mario Kart Racing, but it's not. Or any of those, popular games that kids used to get back when they were younger. It was actually, um, what is it? It was actually Duke Nukem 64. That was the very first game that I ever got a chance to, that I ever got my hands on, and I absolutely loved it. I loved everything about that game. I thought it was amazing, and this motherfucker is just sitting in the back again, and I'm gonna go and fucking kill him. Because I'm getting sick and tired of his bullshit. Come on. I know you're right there, bitch. Either or, one or the other. Probably on this one. Where is this guy at, man? Oh, god damn it, dude. What the fuck? I just randomly blow up out of nowhere? Oh, it was a grenade. Okay. I love how everyone here mostly cares about kills rather than actually, capturing objectives, but that's not surprising. This shit has been happening every fucking where. Okay, so my very first game was Duke Nukem 64, and I absolutely loved it, even though I had no idea what it was that was going on. Just going around, gunning, killing aliens, getting a shit ton of weapons, all that fun stuff, you know? That's right, you fucking Sasquatch sucky motherfucker, you better run. Oh god, I'm going on topic again. What the fuck is this guy at? Are you kidding me? Was that a thermoscope? No, wasn't a thermal at all. And then ever since I got that game, I was just asking my mom constantly, like any chance that I got, or anytime I got like a bit of an allowance saved up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to my rental store and just try out some new shit. And man, I really miss those days. I miss having rental stores where you could just go and rent a game for like the weekend, and then if you liked it, you could have bought it right then and there. You didn't have to just rent it forever. And it was pretty cheap too. I think it was like for the weekend, it was about, I want to say, $5, which is pretty cool. And I lived very close to that rental store, so it's like a win-win for me. Let's see. Oh my God! Again, every single time, dude. Every single time I spawn, I just get freaking rained down by bullets. It's starting to get pretty fucking annoying now. And that's one thing that Call of Duty in general or Activision needs to really get a focusing on is fix your fucking spawn points, dude. And even then, don't spawn or don't make it to where you can get spawned where the fucking enemies are. Because that shit is extremely irritating to have to deal with. Because look at that. Even pulling out my riot shield does jack shit. Come on. Bring us back to Modern Warfare 2 where I could have this thing out forever and just keep absorbing fucking Harrier rounds like there's no tomorrow. But obviously I can't do that anymore. Not unless it's DLC. For like $50, we'll give you an unbreakable riot shield, which you'll probably only ever use once and never again. All right, I'm starting to go. I'm starting to go off topic now. So, ever since I got my N64, I've just been saving up money and buying consoles and things like that. So, I currently own an N64, a Super NES, a PS2, PS1, PS4, not PS3, which I'm kind of bummed about because the only reason I ever wanted a PlayStation 3 was because I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 4. Literally the only reason as to I ever wanted why I ever would have bothered to even invest in a PS4, or PS3, but here we are. Oh boy, I just love getting fucking. Oh, yeah. Okay, back here again. Probably gonna get spawned in front of an enemy like I always do. Because, spawn points here are atrocious as fuck. In like every other game. My goodness. I don't think there's ever been one Call of Duty game where I didn't get spawned right in front of a fucking enemy with like an LMG or something. Oh boy, is that a stealth strike? Oh no, that's a tank. Hmm. Okay. And I've just been collecting game consoles and all that stuff, and I've really enjoyed it. Being able to. Oh boy. Where's this guy at? Come on, bitch. Nice. He fucking saw me. How is it that he was able to shoot me from all the way over there? Even with that magnification. Look at that. I just spawned. Please, Activision, you guys will probably never listen to a single thing that your player base says, but for the love of all that is fucking holy, fix your goddamn spawn points. That is one thing I cannot stress enough. That's like the one thing that frustrates every player is, whether or not you get a spawn right in front of somebody. I wasn't actually like spawning in there, but you know what I mean. Okay. Back to the commentary. So, I guess I could say a couple of funny stories about my workplace. I'm not really going to go into what it is that I do, but there was a bit of a funny story for you guys. So, we had a gentleman come in to our facility, and, you know, he, from the look on his face, like, he really had to go to the bathroom, like, really, really, really bad. And so I was like, sure, dude, I'll give you the code so you can enter it in the pad and you can go inside. Just make sure that you lock the door because people have a tendency to just open the door without, making sure that there's somebody in there. And this guy's pretty funny. He looked like a hillbilly, but whenever he smiled, he only showed like one tooth, which I don't know if his I don't know if he lost those on like purpose or if it was on accident or if he just has bad dental hygiene, but that's all him. That's what he does. But whenever he smiled, like bam, one little tooth. So, god damn it, dude. This motherfucker. So, I tell him the bathroom's around the corner, near the end of the hall. Just make sure you lock it from the inside so nobody just barges in on you. And he's like, yeah, yeah, sure, man, I'll do that. And so I, somebody was using our employee restroom, and I didn't want to wait, so I went down the hall and I used up another, or not used up another. I went to go use the other restroom because we had 3 restrooms in that facility in total. He was using one, and I was using the one like that was on the other side, and. And right as I finished up, as I was washing my hands, and I was about to walk out, I just hear him. I just hear him screaming. He's like, "Hold on, man! Hold the fuck on! I'm taking a big shit in here!" Ah! And I guess somebody walked in on him with his pants down. And, and the next thing I know, like as I'm walking out, like I just see him like book it from that restroom. And I was like, "Hey, dude, you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, someone just walked in on me taking a big dump." And I like when I heard him scream, dude, it was my God, I just bursted out laughing. I'm pretty sure he heard me like just burst in a huge fucking hysterical laugh because it was the funniest thing ever, man. And this guy, I don't think he really I don't know. I wouldn't say I don't think that he really cared. I think he was more embarrassed than anything. But just hearing that, like, that made my whole day at work right there. It was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, I told you, man. I told you to lock that door because people now they don't care. They'll just barge in or whatever, or they don't have enough decency to actually knock and make sure that there's somebody there. They'll just do whatever they want. But oh man, if that ever happens to you guys, I do apologize. But you know, always lock your doors. You don't ever want to be caught with your pants down, taking a massive fucking dump like he did. So yeah, um, I guess that's one of the funny stories. Another funny story that happened at work. So I was clocking out, right? And one of my coworkers came by and they told me that one of the restrooms needed to be cleaned. And so I went in there and I kind of just peeked in and I was like, oh my God, it looks like somebody dumped all the contents that were in their lower intestine, just like exploded all over the fucking thing, okay? I'm talking about not, I'm talking about shit like on the fucking sides of the toilet bowl, like near where the fucking handle was, which I have no idea how they can get shit up there. It's like you gotta be either standing and just like bending over on the fucking toilet, or you gotta be standing on top of the toilet and just squatting over it and then just letting loose. But this guy, and I kind of had an idea of who it was. I didn't want to say anything, but this guy, he always comes into our establishment, and he always has like and I've seen him do this plenty of times. So he always comes in, and he always has a large, I want to say it's large, like a large iced coffee, but he always carries these packets of instant espresso, which I don't know why. I just think it's pretty gross. Maybe it's a colon cleanser for him or something. Probably is. And then he just mixes it in with his iced coffee, and he just chugs that shit down, dude, like nothing. He doesn't put anything else in it except for those two espresso powders. So he does that, and don't know if I want tax silence. Well, it is a fast recharge rate, so I mean, might as well, right? And so I do believe that it was that gentleman that just blew up the whole fucking toilet because I was like, I walked in, or I walked back out, and then I was punching out. So once I clock out, I don't do anything else. I can't really go back on the clock again. And so I was like, hey, we'll call my coworker T for this one. I was like, hey T, somebody, just dropped a fucking nuclear bomb in the restroom, so you're gonna have to go clean that up. And my coworker T, he's one of those happy-go-lucky guys. He was super happy to be coming into work today. It was Monday. It was a Monday, so he was really happy. He was ready to go. And the second I told him that, his face just went from like super happy sunshine to like, oh God, no, what did you just do telling me this information? I was like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I just got off the clock. You're the one that's coming up next. You have to take care of that mess in the restroom. And I basically ruined the dude's week, even before it started. Like, he was like, no, no, what did you just. He's like, no, why me? I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, it's his job. Everyone has to do that. But my God, man. So it's the dude who got caught taking a shit versus the dude who chugs iced coffee like there's no tomorrow and just fucking explodes copious amounts of iced coffee out of his ass into a fucking toilet bowl. I swear, man, some people have some of the weirdest uh, beverage. What's it called? Some people have some of the weirdest beverage choices. That's all I could really say about that. But yeah, if you guys ever are in that situation, or if you guys are ever the ones that, end up making a fucking Mount Vesuvius explosion in the fucking toilet, at least have the decency to clean up your mess. I understand that there's people out there, especially people that work in the food industry, you know, they're those guys don't have to deal with your shit. Have some fucking decency and at least try to be like, hey, it might be embarrassing for you, but would you rather people find out that it was you that did it, or would you just be like, you know, hey, somebody made a mess in the restroom, or that restroom looks really disgusting. Somebody might have to go clean that up. But no, man, these guys made it extremely obvious that it was them because oh, and the dude that was chugging those iced coffees like nothing with his special shots, I swear he looks exactly like Tyler One. If he looks like what Tyler One's dad would look like if he looked exactly like Tyler One. Big bulbous malformed head and gigantic fucking Geodude arms. That's what this guy looked like. So yeah, those are two of my stories. So this is pretty much where I'm going to be ending this commentary. I do apologize if I went off topic a little bit. I didn't really know much to talk about, so I thought telling you guys um, those stories would be kind of moving for you guys, which they probably were. So, what plans do I have for future content? Honestly, I don't know. I've been making different kinds of videos throughout the time I've been here on YouTube. I've made Devil May Cry 4 videos. I've made boss run videos. I've made some videos with fails in them. Mostly, it was mostly DMC4 that I did. Um, so yeah, I don't really know where I'm going to be going with my content. I do hope that you guys enjoy the commentary that I provide you guys with. If you guys haven't, you know, if you guys haven't already, be sure to check out the videos that I have posted at the end of this one, which is going to be kind of a little bit of a montage to Virgil's fight in DMC5 and then one of Dante's fights in DMC4. So if you guys like the content that I provide, please be sure to give me not a follow. What am I saying? A subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, if this all goes well, then I'll probably just continue to do more commentary videos. I had a pretty fun time with this one, and I have plenty of other crazy stories like this one to tell. So, oh, sorry, another thing that I should mention is that I do stream occasionally on twitch.tv. My link will be in the description, of course. It's twitch.tv/Yukianasa3. I was trying to go for just Yukianasa, but somebody already has that name. I looked into that account. Nobody seems to be using it at all. So I'm just like, okay, you know, is there a way that I could possibly get that name for myself? Because this individual isn't using it. So why are they still keeping it? Maybe they go in every so often and they just like something or they follow someone. So yeah, I guess that's one way to keep the account from ever being taken, which I think is just incredibly stupid, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all for checking out this video, stopping by, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed my crazy stories. They're not extremely crazy, but they should give you a good laugh or two. So, with that being said, thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Peace.